Hey guys, welcome to The Girls Next Door. We are your hosts. I'm Wallis Day.
And I'm Francesca Allen. And we visited a very different neighborhood this time around.
Yeah. Oh God.
No, it was a good neighborhood.
Yeah, but I feel like I have a confession.
Confess.
As to how we got there.
Confess your sins, chow.
It's a bit of an actor thing, I think. Maybe it came from that angle, but basically...
I think it's a bit of a chaotic Wallis thing, actually. It's what it more likely is.
Wait, does no one else do this? You're like, no one else would end up where you ended up.
Well, honey, fake it till you make it is what I say. But explain a bit more for us.
Okay, all right. Well, I was asked, do you play golf? And as an actor... It's kind of, you just always say yes to every question and then you just figure it out before you start filming. This was slightly different. I was told that this was a casual golfing weekend away with a few other actors. I could bring a friend. We could chill. It was in Myrtle Beach, which is the part of the world I've never been to before. I thought, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. So I said, yes, of course I play golf.
Can I just say that... It's not that she can't play. She can. You could play. I was actually very impressed. I was scared for you.
Everyone was.
No. Should we take it from the beginning? Do you want to talk about the golf thing first, or do you want to take it right from the beginning?
I just want to say it was when Kevin Costner turned around and said, God, you're brave for being here. That for me was when it hit me, the mess I had actually got myself into.
No, it was so funny. And I feel like I was part of the team that was like doing the scaring as well, because Wallis was actually the only English person there.
I was representing my country.
She was representing the country. I was like, you are representing our country. Like, you've got to like do this, Wallis. But
Team GB, baby.
Team GB. Wallis, you actually like done so well though. I'm actually really proud of you. The best part, though, was actually meeting Kevin Costner, though, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, wait. So should we start from the beginning to give them context? So you might be wondering what we're talking about. We've just come back from a PGA golf tournament, which, by the way, for those who don't know, I didn't know, is televised live on national TV. And it's when golfers go up against each other. So all 18 holes I had to do.
So basically,
for Queen and Country.
Honestly, so basically what happened was when we turned up in South Carolina, we was in this hotel and we was kind of like looking around, like we couldn't see anyone, did we? It was like quite empty. We was kind of like, where are we? Like, what are we doing here?
It was just a part of the US that neither of us have been to before.
Yeah. So we was kind of like, there's no one here. Like, are we in the right place kind of thing?
Yeah.
Then when we finally met with like a couple of people, it was the next day, Wallis had to go and practice. So I didn't know I had to go on this practice. So I'm like going and having a massage, really enjoying my holiday. Like, this is great. And Wallis is like, mate, I'm driving around on my own. So
I was like, no, the fuck you do not. If I have to suffer, you have to suffer. Get your ass to this golf course immediately.
So I've gone to the golf course and I've now become like the driver, which I don't mind. It's quite fun.
She was my caddie, so she was in a little golf buggy.
Yeah, don't know what any of the clubs are, but
whipping around the golf course. We actually had a blast. You know those viral like TikTok videos of the golf buggy like tumbling.
You were so bad at golf this day. I kept just being like, yeah, well done, Wallis.
Yeah.
Go, Wallis. And Jenny.
And Jenny Garth, our new friend, and her husband David. So we had this practice day and we went off with a couple of other actors, Jenny being one of them. And we did all 18 rounds then as well. But I couldn't even hit the ball.
Yeah, she was so bad.
I hadn't played in about a decade.
She was so bad.
Like, I've only played as a kid, but, I've only played crazy golf. And for some reason, I was like, yeah, that's golf. Well, no, actual golf, you have to whack the ball like 300 yards to even get it on the green, which is where you then putt it. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
In the little hole. So I had to get the ball from the start, so like 300 yards into the hole, and everyone was doing it in like 4 hits. Well, I couldn't even hit.
Yeah, she couldn't hit the ball this day at all. And I was thinking, oh no. But as a friend, I was like, I encourage everything you do. You're doing great, sweetie. So it was me. I was like, you're doing great, sweetie.
Such a mean girl's mum.
I was being a proud mum. And everyone was giving you pointers, to be fair, which was really nice. But it wasn't till dinner that night when everyone was like, wait, you was like, I've had 2 lessons.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying how much that they play.
Yeah.
and like telling you what their handicap was. And
They
you was
had-
like, your
yeah.
handicap, huh?
Yeah. They had their own equipment, like personalized clubs, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they knew their handicap. You're right.
Yeah.
I didn't
We
even know what
learnt
that
a lot.
meant.
Then on the morning.
But the main lesson we learned was to probably not lie on your CV.
No.
But then the morning came of the first day of the PGA golf tournament. They picked us up in a helicopter. This is how official it was. It was all televised live. We were flying in, and all I see is all these big, like, TV cameras, like, shooting the helicopter, us getting out. I mean, at that point, I wanted to throw up. I honestly thought I was going to throw up on live TV.
I was having a great time. I was really dressed up for the occasion, had Laura Piano shoes on. I had like a white little blazer on thing. Like I was dressed to watch you from the stands, which I was really excited to do. Just watch from the stands. I thought I was going to have a nice cup of coffee.
Pims.
Yeah, like a little Pims. Eat some food and just relax.
Actually, Fran looked so good. You look like Fran honestly looked like a movie star, right?
Thanks.
Well, tell them what you had to do.
I was just playing like the wife part. Like I was like the golf wife who just like sits there and gets dressed up.
Yeah. But she had to walk all 18 holes with us because they didn't let you have a car. They don't let you have the golf buggy for the PGA golf tournament.
No. Tell the truth, Wallis.
So we had to walk all 18 holes.
Tell the truth.
I am.
She got so scared.
No,
she got so
no, that's too honest. That's too honest. We can't be that honest.
It's fine.
Okay, all right. No,
so
you're right.
So when the cameras were then pointing at her.
No, wait, hold on. Okay. So the truth is at the starting point, so hole 1, right, where everyone hits in front of the whole audience. And like, I had some fans there, like, thank you to my US fans that turned up to support me.
Yeah.
But like, obviously it makes it even more nerve-wracking. And there must have been hundreds of people at this start line watching us tee off. That's what it's called. And it was a professional golfer before me that went. Shout out Emiliano Grillo for helping us.
Yeah, he was so kind.
So he hit his ball. It went like 250 yards, maybe more. And at that moment, I was up next. And my actual caddy for the day, they'd got me a caddy. Shout out Todd. We love you, Todd.
Love Todd.
Absolute legend.
Caddy daddy.
He handed me my golf club and I looked around and I went, I can't do it.
So she started backing out and I was like, listen, I'll walk with you for like 2 or 3 of the holes, just like ease you in.
I had this club in my hand. I turned to Fran and I said, I can't do this. And what did I do?
She ran off.
I ran.
She ran off.
I don't know where I was running to. I don't even know the area.
It was like deer in headlights. Like, She was like, no, Fran, I can't do this. I actually can't do this.
And I hid behind a wall. I was crouching behind a wall, hiding, trying to come up with a plan. And Fran just comes up behind me. She was like,
I was like, you can do this. I was like, you're an actress. I was like, you do this for a living. Of course you can do this. I was like, all you got to do is just hit the ball. I was like, I'll walk with you for a few holes, like 2 or 3. I'll just walk with you and it will all be okay. Like, we'll ease you into it.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you because
you hit the ball.
Oh yeah. So then I actually did. I went to tee off and I hit the ball.
You hit the ball and it went so far.
Yeah, it was all right. But it's like that the moments just before and like everything builds up and like this professional had just hit it and it was live TV. I was like, I thought I was gonna go viral. Literally.
And especially where everyone said that they always play golf and it's like their hobby.
All the other actors play golf all the time. But I just want to say, because you were a real friend, I mean, you are a real friend, but you were such a real friend that day. Fran didn't just walk the first couple of holes. Fran walked all 18 holes. She did every round with us.
I'm so happy about it.
To the end, completely trashed her shoes. I need to get you a new pair, by the way. I did say I would. No.
I mean, who wears cream suede loafers to the golf course? Like, but in my defense, I didn't know I was going to walk all 18. But as we was going around, we got to the 9th hole, and I was like, we're halfway. I was like, Wallis, you good? You good for me to go now? And you was like, I mean, you can, but I would really, 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 really like it if you could stay. And I thought, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit out there by myself anyway. I might as well just come along for the ride. I made it this far.
Love you.
But then it got to like 28 degrees.
Yeah, it got really hot.
I had no hat. No water.
Oh, I forgot.
The sunburn, guys, the people who can see this, I still have sunburn. I'm still wearing the top that I had on at the PGA. Like, you can see it. I got a golfer's tan and I didn't even play golf.
Yeah, you actually did but I did tell you to put sunscreen on and you didn't have a hat on.
But I'm Italiano, see, we like sun.
Fran, I love you. You're an Essex girl.
I I know. The chav come out. I was like, I don't need it. I'm all right. But I'll be honest with you, actually, I don't know. I kept asking you, am I burning? And you said no.
Babe, I obviously would have said yes if I could see it on the day.
But I
couldn't
didn't
see
have it
it.
in my bag.
I know.
I don't know.
Well,
I mean, the night
Emiliano's
before,
caddie had some.
Yeah, I should have done that, but I had all makeup on. But the night before, I was arm wrestling a professional female golfer.
You have to tell them this story, but you
So-
have to tell them the real version.
Yeah.
Sorry for her if she's listening, but you need to know. Tell them, Fran.
She was a babe. I'm not
She
going to
was a
name her
babe.
because I think I
No,
don't think she'd
we
want to
won't
get
name her.
named. Anyway, so she is a golfer.
A professional golfer.
I think she's pro. She's like quite big in the influencing golfing section.
She's a semi-pro golfer she was so lovely, so sweet, so
Yeah.
funny. But like she's like toned, right? She's got like muscles and like
her
an
arms are
amazing body.
incredible.
Yeah.
So we was there with a professional ex-baseball player as well. And he was like really typical America and he was so amazing. He was so much fun. He was like, yeah, guys, do it. The boyfriend was like, maybe you should just arm wrestle. And I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to be able to win.
Wait, but how did you even get to that point? Sorry. So like we'd had a few drinks.
Yeah, we'd had a few drinks. I actually don't know how we got to this point. I think I'd like complimented her arms or something.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, we was talking about strength. And then I think it might have been the baseball player. I think he said, I would love to see you two iron and arm wrestle, man. And then the boyfriend was saying, do it. And I was like, I'm definitely going to get beaten here because she is so like, not ripped, but she looks super strong. But I'll give it a go because God loves a tryer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Tell me about it. I just did a PGA tournament.
If we're anything, Wallis, me and you are not quitters. We are not ones to say no.
We do not quit. Guys, welcome to season 100 of The Girls Next Door.
But I had on this like really long blue pretty dress and like flower earrings in. So I was looking very girly. And so we got to it and I just was not letting go. I thought, I can't lose. I just can't do it. And I ended up winning. And then no one could believe it. Everyone was like so shocked, jumping around. So then I took the baseball player. I went, I'm actually really strong. I went, I could squat you. And he was massive.
Stop.
He was like, no, you could never. I was like, jump on my back. Jump on my back now. And I did 2 squats. And he was like, that's crazy, man. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was quite funny.
Representing. Come through. Team GB over here.
Team GB, world's strongest woman.
Yeah.
World's best golfer. Honestly,
Guys,
in the Olympics.
Team GB for golf. Great Britain's strongest woman right here.
I might start doing the slap competition. I'm surprised we didn't start doing that.
Yeah.
You know, have you seen that?
Yeah. That's crazy.
I love that. People get knocked out from a slap.
I know. We could make a lot of money in pubs, you know. You and I have been putting bets on this.
We spend enough time in them.
I know. I'm going to start pimping you out. Hey, bet you can't beat my mate at an arm wrestle.
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. But no, I don't know how she felt, but she...
Yeah, how is she?
The guy filmed it. The boyfriend filmed it.
Did you get the video?
Like, I wouldn't send this anywhere. No, I wouldn't give it out.
Did he not want to give it out? I feel like she was a little bit
upset.
Yeah, upset over it.
I just think she didn't think that I was capable. Never judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, and don't underestimate the girls next door.
Mm-hmm.
We will go on live TV and embarrass ourselves.
We strong. But
we had such a good time.
Yeah. We met 2 professional golfers who are so amazing.
Yeah.
And Caddy Daddy Todd was
the best.
He was he in his 70s or nearly 70?
He was nearly 70, I think.
He was nearly 70.
But like the nicest guy. He was like Steve Martin from Cheaper by the Dozen vibes.
Yeah,
like when when he plays the dad in Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yeah.
He was like our biggest support. And every time I was like, oh my God, no, I can't. Like this is too much. He was like, listen, he was like, you've got this.
Yeah.
And he'd like give me his club. He was like, just take your time and remember, just swing straight. Like he was just like giving me like the best advice.
He was so calm.
Just so calm.
His energy was so calming. He was just like such a dad.
Yeah.
He was so sweet.
He was the perfect match for us, wasn't he?
He was.
That whole day. We could not have done it without Todd.
I know. The whole time we was walking around, we was like, Todd, we're so grateful to have you.
Yeah, no, literally.
But he was like nearly 17. He was running.
He was holding all the golf clubs.
Yeah.
Caddy Daddy.
Yeah.
He was running.
I can't believe how fit he was. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Yeah, he's played golf his whole life though. Maybe it's just being out in the sun.
Yeah.
Better get out there.
I know. But he was doing better than like people that were younger than him who were being caddies.
Yeah. No, he was. He was
Yeah.
the best.
Do you
And he
think-
was holding our handbags as well at some point.
No, don't. No, I'm dead. One of the actors come up to me and actually was like, "Are you going to go as a caddy dressed like that?" And I was like, no, I'm not caddy. But I practically did caddy role.
I thought there would be a golf cart. That's why.
Yeah.
Anyway, you live and you learn. We made some great friends.
Yeah.
We had a great time on the trip.
Hit 20K steps.
Yeah, we hit 20K steps.
You're not telling what happened on the 14th hole though, are you?
Go on.
Started drinking Alka-Seltzers, didn't we?
Listen, I'm more than happy to tell the truth. I'm a truth teller. So it got to the point in the afternoon where we were a bit hot and, you know, I had started missing a few balls at this point and I was like, Fran, I think I need a drink,
Coming to an end. Kevin was behind us, walking behind us, getting the biggest cheers. He had a huge crowd.
Also, just to put it into perspective, the other actors that we were with, it was like Bill Murray, Kevin Costner. It was like proper actors, right?
It was insane.
So there was a lot of pressure for a lot of different reasons. And yeah, Kevin was on the hold behind us, like coming up. So I was like, we need to speed this up.
Yeah.
So we started drinking, didn't
Yeah, that definitely sped it up. But do you know who encouraged us to do that? The first pro golfer. He was like, I think number 14 that you can get yourself a drink.
we? Yeah, he was like, you can definitely start having a drink.
And I was like, no, he's speaking my
At
language.
number 14.
And his caddy was from England too.
Yeah, his caddy was a Brit. He was like, yeah, get the
Yeah. He's like, number 14.
Yeah.
Whole 14 girls.
Yeah. But we came off, didn't we? And we ordered burger and pizza. And
Yeah.
we had a really nice night with everyone. We had
Yeah.
dinner. We made some really good friends, actually.
We did.
Yeah.
The guy that was golfing with us too, he had a seltzer as well.
Yeah. We weren't the only ones,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
We weren't the only unprofessional.
Yeah.
Professional golfers.
Honestly though, it was crazy.
I honestly feel like you don't get those experiences in life unless you just take the chance and take the risk. And like,
Yeah.
it was a risk, but I knew a lot of the people organizing it and the people going, and they just said it was for fun, you know, it wasn't like a serious tournament. And I just thought, you know, it's a beautiful part of the world that I hadn't been to yet. And I get to go with one of my best mates in the world.
Thank you for bringing me along. It was great. It was awesome.
We had the best time, didn't we?
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. So funny.
Yeah. And then we flew to New York.
NYC, baby.
NYC. Fran had never been before. So
No.
how did you feel about New York? Your first time?
I really liked it. I definitely want to go back. I didn't spend enough time there. It was literally like 2 days.
I know.
But
the
it
second you
was-
landed,
Yeah.
we
Well, I hadn't slept on the plane at all.
hold on. So I thought Fran
Yeah.
would be absolutely jet lagged when she first got to New York, right? And so I was like, I had a couple of work events that night. So I was like, oh, you know what, Fran will sleep at like 5, 6, and then I'll go out, do my work, and then
She underestimated me.
mate, I have never had a friend where jet lag does not exist. Fran got off the plane. She came up to my room. She already had a margarita in her hand. She was like, right, let's get this party started. Where are we going tonight? I was like, Fran, I gotta work. But anyway, we ended up sacking off the events and just going out.
Yeah, we did. We had a really nice dinner. It wasn't anything crazy.
No, it wasn't.
It was just more like when
We were just happy to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I landed, I was really excited. And I saw on the way, I felt like I was in Prison Break. Or, you know, like all them like American, where they're transporting prisoners.
Oh, what?
And I saw like police cars. And because they're so different to England, I literally felt like I was in a film.
Yeah, and the yellow school buses,
Yeah,
the yellow cabs.
Honestly, you're saying all the nice things. I'm like the prison transfers, but they're like the documentaries and the films and stuff that I watch is usually kind of more action packed. So I was really into that. And then when I got into New York, was in Times Square.
Yeah, when you got to Manhattan.
Yeah. Sorry, Manhattan. I was in Manhattan, guys. I actually felt a little bit overstimulated.
It's a lot.
So much is going on there, and it's actually really big.
Yeah. New York is a lot bigger than you think it's going to be, isn't it? When you're actually there. And like even Times Square, like the lights, the sounds, like everything, there's constant sirens, there's steam coming out of the floor. Like
it was crazy.
It's a lot. It's very overwhelming.
But everyone was so nice. I think as soon as they hear you're British, they're just like the nicest people to you.
I don't know if this is true, guys. But I just heard that apparently to Americans, a British accent is an indicator of someone's intelligence, like a sign of intelligence. So I think they think that we're all probably a bit smarter than we are.
Move me to America right bloody now.
Yeah, right bloody now, darling.
Yeah, right bloody now. I might have to improve my English accent a little bit, maybe.
I usually do when I'm in LA. I'm a bit cheeky and I sometimes get a bit posh because I feel like It serves me better.
Elevate.
It elevates me.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah. Well, we tried to go.
So on brand.
Yes. Yeah. Fake it till we make it.
Literally, that's what we're doing here right now, to be fair. We're trying. We're trying our best.
Yeah.
But it was really nice. I actually ate a majority of the food I ate was vegan because I was with you.
Yeah. I was going to say, how did you feel about the New York food? Because it's voted the best city in the world for vegan food.
Oh.
Yeah. So how did you find the food in New York? Aside from the portions being huge.
Yeah, that is true. The portions are big, but I actually enjoyed all my food that I had. And I didn't miss meat considering that's my usual diet.
Yeah.
I tried to be vegetarian a long time ago and it didn't really agree with me, but maybe I didn't do it right. But the food was so good.
Yeah.
Like that pasta.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Catch,
I know what you're
the cauliflower.
Oh, don't. Oh, I miss it so much.
And then you got that salad on that you ordered to the room.
Oh, yeah.
With the I've never had tofu like it. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So good.
The food in New York is amazing.
Yeah. So I feel like if you wanted to do a vegan diet, it would be a lot easier there than, London's got a lot better than it was 5 years ago or so.
Yeah. London's great as well, to be fair.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just not the same.
Yeah.
I had a tofu salad the other day in the salad project and it didn't quite hit the same.
Doesn't slap, does it?
No, not at all.
Is there anything that you missed that you wanted to do in New York that you have to do when you go back?
So I wanted to go up to the top of the Empire State Building.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which we was going to do, but then we didn't. I don't know what we just chilled. We were so tired.
We went to Central Park and had Aperol spritzes
Oh,
instead.
yeah. I forgot about that. Sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. We day drank.
We day drank instead.
We day drank and had an early night.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We were asleep so
And to
early.
be fair, we had a flight in the morning.
Yeah, we did, because we were flying to South Carolina.
Not your average flight either.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was your first time flying private.
First time flying private.
Guys, the girls next door have made it. What can we say?
I came to New York on economy, but I went to South Carolina on a private.
Which, by the way, just to clarify, was not me. It was just what the brand were doing for the actors. But
Keeping it humble.
Did you like it?
Oh my God. I thought this is the way you got to live.
Yeah.
But then I got economy back home as well.
I was going to say, till you got back, mate. Happens to me all the time. I'm like so excited, or I'd be flying like first class or something, and then I'll be off and an hour later I'm in the park picking up dog shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't my life. What's the TikTok? I just feel like at my age, I'm too old to be living life like this. Wait, what is it? Wait.
I actually filmed this TikTok on the plane. It was like, at this age, I just don't think that I deserve to live a comfortable life.
Yeah.
I can't remember it. But you know
Find
the
it, insert it here.
You know the TikTok. A comfortable life.
Yeah. No, it was
also
an experience.
The South Carolina accent.
Oh, I know.
It's so smooth.
The southern accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I met a girl and she's like, this my boyfriend, Jack. And I was like, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Yeah, like everything she said. She's like, I want a ring like yours. She's like, Jack, come look at her ring.
Oh,
yeah.
Everything's really nice in a southern accent.
I know. It's like comforting.
It's really comforting. And I don't know why, but it's like, it feels like I'm being like cradled, like rocked by my mother.
And I quite like being called ma'am.
Ma'am. Oh, yeah, there are a lot of ma'ams out there.
Yeah. Sir and ma'am. I actually really love that. I enjoy the American accent.
Yeah, I know, me too. Can we just quickly rewind though? I think you need to tell them about the flight back to New York with your sunstroke. Because the flight out was very different. We were very excited. We made a few fun TikToks, but the flight back after Fran's...
I don't remember it.
After Fran's 18 holes in the sun without sunscreen. Honestly.
But where I went wrong was I didn't drink enough water to start with. So it didn't
and we
have a
started
hat
drinking
on.
alcohol.
I was the only one without a hat. Then when we went to dinner, I had straight away a spicy margarita, as you do. And then when my food come, I was feeling a bit like woozy. So I was like, I don't really want to eat. So that's where it went just so wrong for me.
Yeah. Well, the next morning, I couldn't really get hold of Fran. And I was like, we have a 9 a.m. flight.
I've never felt anything like it. Like, I don't really get hungover. Like, hangovers aren't for me. So that's how I knew that this was different.
Yeah.
My body was going like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
I've never seen you like that. When I got to your room, you were like a shell of a human being. Yeah.
I was laying on the ground at one point. I remember thinking, I can't pack this bag.
No.
I was like, Wallis, please, you have to come to my room.
It
Help me.
was like, get her to the Greek. It was like, I had to get her back to New York. I knew we were going to miss our flight slot. I was like, Fran, you need to get your shit together. I was like carrying her in one hand, her luggage in another, like running down to the car.
Wallis literally couriered a dead body across the sea. Like, pushing my case felt like a lot of effort, and I felt really drowsy.
Yeah,
it was
you weren't
the weirdest thing.
You weren't cohesive, really.
No.
I was really worried. But I said before we got to the airport, I said, do you
burning.
need to go to A&E? I said, because I'll take you.
Yeah. It was really hard to get water as well. It wasn't quenching my thirst or doing anything. Then I thought a coffee will bring me around, and then you was like...
I ChatGPT'd it, and it was like, do not drink coffee if sunstroked. I was like, put the coffee down.
But yeah, I just had sunglasses on and just kept apologising. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Wallis.
Fine. It wasn't your fault.
You did
never had
so
to
well,
apologise.
honestly. I'll be honest, if that was like a regular flight that I had to do loads of security and queuing and everything, I don't think I would have made it.
I love you. I don't think you would have made it either. I think we only made
Without
it.
you, I would have made it 100%.
Should still be in South Carolina,
I
guys.
would still be there now. I wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for Wallis. Honestly, it was that intense. And
Well, that's how I felt about you when I reached the 18th hole, mate. I wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for you either. I owed you.
Yeah. So she set me up a little bed and everything.
Yeah, in
and
the
it
back
was just
of the plane.
sunglasses on.
Yeah, I looked back at one point and Fran was just there, passed out with sunglasses on, like an open bottle of water next to her, just on the plane. And I was like, what is life?
I had a Gatorade as well. That really helped.
Yeah, we needed to get you some electrolytes. But are you feeling better now?
I am. The jet lag hit me a lot worse on this side though. I think because I still was sunburned. Like all my forehead, all my shoulders, like I'm still red, guys.
Yeah.
This is not okay how red I am. But yeah, Ed was like, sunstroke, I don't believe you. You're obviously hungover. And
Mate, I should have filmed it because if he saw the state you're in, he would have actually believed you.
Yeah. It was definitely that because I've never felt that, and I've had a few hangovers in my years.
I've had some in my time.
But that was something completely.
It was like
different.
flying back from Ibiza, basically.
I think it's worse. I've flown back from Ibiza many times. Worse. It was definitely that sun.
Yeah, no, 100%. It was, yeah.
Worth it.
Worth it though. Just quickly, do you have any like travel rituals that you do?
You mean my must-haves when I'm getting on the airplane?
Yeah. I'm asking because I saw that when Naomi Campbell gets on a flight on her vlog, she brings wipes. She likes to wipe down the seat. Like she had like a whole routine. So that's why I'm asking if you have any like must-haves because I have a couple.
Yeah. Her ritual is the best. If I didn't have as much shame as I do, I would definitely do that.
She doesn't give a fuck.
She does all the air filters, but I won't even put the air filters on because I think that they're really dirty. I will just get hot.
Yeah.
That's not it. I like to wear a blazer to the airport just to look a bit neat.
Smarter.
Yeah, a bit more neater over my tracksuit.
I like that.
Always bring my microcurrent.
Oh, so will you do that on the plane?
Yeah, I do that on the plane. Snatch.
Yeah.
Lip balm, have to have that because it's just dry.
Yeah.
Potentially a face mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, eye mask if it's a long journey.
Yeah.
Drowsy eye mask because it's a bit padded.
Yeah, I've seen them. I want to try one of them.
Wallis, I'll get you one.
Wait, really? Are they amazing?
Yes. I can't sleep without it now,
Really?
especially like on airplanes. Did you not see me when I was away?
No, I did. That's where I saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You influenced me.
It feels like your head's getting hugged.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I want a head hug.
Yeah, even Ed wears one now.
Really?
Yeah.
Go on, Ed. We love an eye
Keeps
mask.
the dark circles away.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, they're I feel like it's usually like bringing things.
Yeah. Mine's the same.
Yeah, passport.
Yeah, passport. How many times did I chat with you the morning after we flew back from South Carolina? I was like, have you got your passport?
I had both of our passports too,
yeah, I
so
know.
that makes it scarier.
So I sometimes wear this like little humidifier mask because like if I'm flying for work, I get so paranoid that I'm gonna get sick. Just like if anyone on the plane has an infection or whatever, like you're breathing in the same air, right? So I do that and it just kind of like filters the air, but it's meant to be really good for jet lag because it actually keeps it humid, which means that you're hydrated throughout the flight.
Yeah.
So it's actually really good for you. So I might wear one of them, but I do always bring my shark face mask and I just put it on.
You do the light.
Yeah, I do the red light on the plane. I know. And I do the cryo under eyes where like,
Yeah, you better be in a booth or something. You better be in business or first if you're doing that, babes, because just glowing next to the person.
Yeah, it's giving emergency exit. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'd be like, what is going on?
I know. Well, wait till they see Arlo on the plane.
Yeah.
Then they really lose their minds because when I bring my dog with me, they're like, what is happening?
Aww. To be fair, Ed actually got me, Shark do a little handheld one, which,
Do they?
yeah. So I've had that and I felt a bit like, like glowing. It was like getting a lightsaber out.
Oh my God.
Like that.
It's the sound that would put me off though.
Yeah, but it doesn't make
it's
sense, but you have to do it for effect.
Yeah. Oh gosh. All right. Well, we had such a nice time in New York and South Carolina, didn't we?
I know. I can't wait for our next trip.
I know. Let's do another New York trip.
Girls on top. Girls on top.
Guys, where do you want us to go next? Should we come visit you?
Yeah.
Which neighborhood should we head to? Well, guys, that's it for today. We have been the Girls Next Door. I'm Wallis Day.
And I'm Francesca Allen, and you can follow us across all our socials as Girls Next Door Show. And make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment, and let us know what you want us to talk about or where you want us to visit on our next trip.
Girls on tour.
Girls on tour.
And lastly, just shout out to everyone in New York and South Carolina that we met and all of our new friends.
And everyone at the PGA Tour. It was amazing.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
And if you haven't seen us yet on the PGA Tour, you can catch it on worstplayersviralmoments.com.
I was going to say, do they actually play it? Because I would look like so random. Like, who is this girl just following?
Yeah. Oh my God, I hope no one ever finds the clip.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
Yeah, if you find it, don't tag us. Thanks, guys.